Welcome to Case Field for Washington Demons football, powered by Washington County Hospital and Clinics. It's the final home game for Washington here in the 2025 season at Case Field. A Washington team that is yet to lose at home at Case Field. As we welcome you to the pregame show brought to you by the A&C Williams Agency of Farm Bureau Financial Services. My name is Jack Nolan, along with my partner Zeph Walker L. Zeph, we're in kind of a good flow, having just done a broadcast last night for Washington Volleyball for their final home game.
Yes,
they
indeed.
got a win. The Demons football team now looking for a win to stay and finish the regular season unbeaten at home and bounce back from a loss to top-ranked Solon. The Spartans have beaten everybody in Class 3A4 this season, including Washington 42-0 on the road last week. Washington tonight will face the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. They are on the other side of the Class 3A4 standings, 0-7, including an 0-3 mark in district play. Zeph, this Demons team certainly going to be eager to get back in the win column, rebound from a tough game as it has been for everybody against Solon, and facing a struggling Bloodhounds team here tonight.
Yeah, they will. Coming off of a really tough loss there last game, not being able to actually get in their rhythm and actually do what they're known for, keep that ball on the ground. There were a lot of passes thrown, hit the targets, but they just couldn't get anywhere. And it's like, when you're playing a team like Solon, going into that game undefeated, they have the formula to win. So they kind of probably stuck to what worked. And unfortunately, the Demons couldn't pull it out. However, we're back home. And every time we talk to Coach, he tells us that time in the summer, defend the case. So tonight, the energy's here. They're live. They want to give their team and their fans one big final win. Let's go, Demons.
A quick look back at that Solon game. Obviously, it was a struggle across the board for Washington, but one player who has continued to be in form this year is Nick Stone, the talented and tall wideout, a good option for Cale Williams, still leading this Demons team in receiving, had 2 interceptions defensively as well, Zeph. This is a player in some really good form, and Cale Williams didn't throw an interception himself, but, completed 13 passes, only for 46 yards, didn't really get the ball moving deep, but Nick Stone, a guy he's certainly going to look to target and has the chance to target deep tonight against a Bloodhounds defense that ranks at the bottom in most statistical categories defensively.
Sure. Yeah, it's going to be a good one, In the case of Fort Madison, they've got to be playing with a chip on their shoulder, too. They want to pick up a win wherever they can. So you've got to look at this game for desperation from Fort Madison, as well as desperation from the Demons to not lose on their home field. Ending this game, they could go 4-4, entering their final game next week. If I am the Demons, I'm going to bounce back. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Yeah, it's a Washington team that has gone back and forth with Fort Madison. Actually, the Bloodhounds' last win came back in 2023. It was against the Demons. They went 0 for last year and might go back-to-back losing seasons. They're not a team that has been down for too long. Just a couple of years ago in 2023, they actually played Solon in the Class 3A playoffs, but it has been a little bit of a struggle fest this year as we kind of take a look at the opponents for Washington. They're a very young team, Fort Madison. They have a sophomore at quarterback and a really talented freshman in Ariel Wakinde, whose name we're going to call a ton tonight. He leads them in total yards. He's their best receiver with just under 200 yards this season. But it is also a Fort Madison team that lost its top 6 tacklers from a year ago, its quarterback from a year ago. They are last in all of Class 3A in total tackles and tackles for loss. Zeph, what do you think that's going to mean, especially for Cale Williams on the ground, who continues to churn out rushing yards, 825 on the season?
One thing we've noted about Cale Williams this entire scene is that when he sees his time to go, he's gonna go. And for Fort Madison, they don't want to show any weaknesses. Don't allow the Demons to see that weakness early, or Cale Williams is gonna put that ball on the ground, and he's gonna get the touchdown.
We'll see how Washington can bounce back from this loss to Solon. John the Voice, John Woodward, will be on the call with Zeph to start the first quarter. I'll be back up for the second. We'll send it to a break. For now, come back with the kickoff between Washington and Fort Madison. This is Demons football on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation, Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Your adventure starts here. Capper Auto Group, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Capper Auto Group. See yourself the Capper experience. The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
And we're back here at Case Field for Washington Demon football, as the Washington Demons are set to face on their final home game against the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. The receiving team is going to be Washington today, kicking off the ball for the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. We got Jonah Santiago, a junior, here tonight. And we're off.
Here's the kickoff, and it's taken at the 30-yard line.
And a stiff arm, a strong stiff arm, knocked the first defender down there. Demons out on the sideline there. Got a nice chunk.
It looks like Caden Griner filled it up. Like, I wasn't sure if that was an intentional, like an actual squib. It looked like that the kicker's foot may have caught the ground a little bit, thus causing a little bit of the up back there. But nice little return, getting the ball already in positive territory for the Demons.
Definitely in positive territory. That stiff arm was strong.
Well, maybe not positive territory yet. I may have been a little hasty there and stuff, but nonetheless, when you're starting north of your 40-yard line, that's really good territory.
Yes, indeed. Cale Williams in the backfield with one. Got a motion in the backfield. Cale Williams just going to take the ball down, and he's breaking free on his first. He's taking it to the house on the first play of the game. Cale Williams finds his hole and goes straight down to the touchdown. Demons 6-0. Leading here to start off this first quarter.
I mean, just as simple, just almost really off tackle to the right quarterback keeper. We've seen that, bread and butter with Cale Williams on these quarterback keepers all year long, and no surprise there. It wasn't like, wow, Williams is running. This is a shock.
Yeah.
The defense. It's kind of one of those things. It's like you know what they want to do.
Yes,
it's just a matter of can you actually stop it.
Yeah.
Does that happen? And certainly did not happen on that play.
Yeah. In the pre-show, I mentioned Cale Williams if he sees something, he's going to take it. When you're playing against the worst defense in conference right now, it's almost like, or in the district right now, it's almost like they're going to use that on their, they're going to take advantage of that, especially coming off that loss last week against Solon.
And we have a timeout on the field now taken by Washington.
That's an early timeout.
I think there may have been some kind of personnel confusion on the play, and so coach needed a quick timeout, so just don't lose that opportunity for an extra point. It's cool things going on the field tonight. You see the referees and some of the players wearing different versions of different pink things, towels, gloves, shoes, and other things, which, by the way, I have to compliment your shoes. I wish the people at home could see this. It's a nice coordination, like kind of the burgundy look you got going on.
Thank
with
you.
The Adidas shoes. Very clean, very nice. I
Appreciate it. You heard it there from the voice. Demons looking like they're just going to take that extra point without going for two. Caden trapping there. And right down the middle for Tappan. Demons lead 7-0. We are just 15 seconds into this game.
I was going to say, I don't know what the precedent that is now set for the rest of the game. How many points the average is that going to be if you score?
Yeah,
that many times,
in 15 seconds.
Yeah, 15 seconds. That'd be a lot of points. But yeah.
You guys watching at home, you're in for a treat here. It looks like the Washington Demons came to play and defend their home field.
If you think about it, for the Demons, what a absolute paradigm shift of games. So last week, you go up to mighty Solon, right? Which is, the jury's out. Should they be playing 3A football? I don't know. But anyway, it's unbelievable. They were so good, very, very good. So you come out of that, kind of licking your wounds a little bit. Although, in talking to some of the players, there was no expectation of hey, we're going to go into Solon's house and take him down. It was kind of let's just see what we can do here. Let's just really feel ourselves. So now to come out of that and then to step into this, it's two very, very different feels, I'm sure, for the Demons.
The best part about playing a team like Solon is that you get to know what it feels like to play a strong, solid team.
Absolutely.
So, and that's something we talked about with the Demons volleyball. They play a lot of tough teams throughout the season to prepare themselves
makes them better
for other teams. And I know for sure that's on the back of their minds. We are going to win tonight. And a good kick there from Tappan to
touchback.
And a touchback.
So returning guy from Fort Madison, he looked up and said, well, that one's going over my head.
Yes, indeed. Really good kick there from Braden Tappan to start off their first defensive possession here of the game.
Now we can see, Fort Madison, you come out, you kind of shake the rust off. The good news is, out of the silver lining of that, your defense doesn't have to expend a whole bunch of energy, right? So just come out, see if you can put a drive together, answer back.
Gonna look good. We're gonna be looking for Aurelio Joaquinde, freshman. And a good pass there from the quarterback, Stephon Burlett.
Say Joaquinde on the catch there out of the backfield. So talented freshman, leading receiver on the season for Fort Madison. Again, only a freshman. So
only a freshman. That means he has a positive upside.
Definitely.
Snap to Burlett and a handoff there to the halfback. Oni Strong gets through there. Moses Thatcher gets the first down for the Bloodhounds.
We got a stoppage of play here. One thing I did notice early on there in the previous game, Zeph, this officiating crew was one man down tonight. I was talking with legendary 40-year Iowa football referee Dale Torpy before the game. He had pointed that out to me over there. So it's really indicative of how many we need more officials in all sports.
Yes, indeed. Snap for Burlett. Another handoff there. Thatcher's fighting for those extra yards. Gain of 3 or 4, it looks like.
And if you're going up against Washington, you can see out of the games that we've done this year, there is sometimes there's some holes in the middle, right?
Yeah.
We have when we go back to that Fairfield game.
Yes,
it was. Granted, they were playing in that phone booth in that T formation offense, and so everything was inside. But there are sometimes here and there can be some gaps in the middle of that line, and so we'll just see if Fort Madison can take advantage of that.
2nd and 6 here for the Bloodhounds. And the handoff goes out of bounds. Intended receiver there, Aurelio Joaquinde, just couldn't get his hands on it.
Let's say a little bit of a hitch there by your quarterback, by Brulette. He thought about it, and then he went ahead, but it was not quite a pull back and full release. It was a bit of a hitch in his gait there. So just a little bit off target, sailed it on him.
Yes, indeed. again, that target, Wakinde, they are going to make sure that he gets his touches this game.
It seems like the target here. It's like I'm watching Joe Flacco and Jamar Chase last night on Thursday Night Football. They did 23 targets. It's unbelievable.
And another attempt to Wakinde on third down. We got a flag on the field. Goes out of bounds. We're going to see what the officials are going to call here.
It's in the area.
Face mask.
Face mask on the defense. Oh, you can't do that, fellas.
That's unfortunate. It looks like we're going to get an automatic first down for the Bloodhounds.
I know if you're the defensive coordinator or if you're Coach Kelly Williams for Washington, you cannot have that happen. You get your opponent in the 3rd and 6. You play good defense. You get the ball sailed out of bounds. You're looking, all right, cool, punt team's coming on. Nope, there's laundry on the field. And now we're giving up a first down.
Yes, indeed.
I just looked down. There's 2 cows walking through across the front here. It is dress-up night here at Case Field, Halloween night. So shortly followed by, I don't know if that's what is that? I don't know what that is. What?
It looks like a chicken.
Oh, it's a chicken. It is a chicken. All right.
Takes the snap and a handoff again. Thatcher, he's getting a few touches here tonight. Gain of about 2.
Well, ground and pound here for Fort Madison. I tell you what, it is still unseasonably warm for like late October.
Yeah.
I mean, it was almost 80 degrees today.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I made the mistake of wearing long sleeves into this booth tonight, and I have, as Will Ferrell would have said on Anchorman, I immediately regret this decision when he jumped into the bear pit. This
is the last home game, so we don't have to do this again next week. And another handoff to Thatcher, and he fights for more yards. They're looking to keep that ball on the ground.
Good job there by the interior line and the linebackers from the Demons, just really rallying to the ball. They're sensing, all right, Fort Madison is starting to probe some of these holes in that line that they perceive is there. And if they're willing to give up 1.5, 2 yards, I mean, that's just fine. It's going to bring you up another 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 here for the Bloodhounds. Stephon Burlett looking to get some conversation about what's going to happen on this next play. We got our eye on Wakinde.
Keep an eye on Huffman out here on the left side. He's got man-on-man coverage with Roberts. We'll see if he doesn't try to go that way.
And the pass. Oh, intercepted! Nick Stone picks up another interception. He had 2 last week, and his first one of the night. Returns the ball to the offensive side for the Demons.
Now, you're wondering with Blood, it's like, hey, you got to... I really thought he was maybe going to look over here to the left side with Huffman. He had single coverage, and he had him a little more comfortable, but he decided to send it down the field. I mean, maybe he didn't see Stone standing there. I'm not sure. He's kind of a tall guy, but it's nonetheless just sailed the ball and picked her off.
Good defense from the Washington Demons. Nick Stone picking up the interception there. Demons still lead 7-0 here in the first quarter.
All right, I started Cale Williams on my fantasy team this week, so let's see if he can get another rushing touchdown here. We'll see what happens.
Liam Roberts, he's taking it all the way down, and he found his hole. And he's fighting through, and he's looked like he's taking it all the way home. Nick Stone, 70-yard touchdown.
That would have been Liam Roberts on the round, but it's going to come
Roberts.
back. It's going to come back. I cannot. I have to see the replay, but what it looked like, it was a pretty good block. But the problem is the Washington offensive player did not release the defenders that were going to the ground, and there was still some hole in there. It's going to come back. It was going to come back for a hole. He should have released him. He had him because there's a certain amount, Zeph, we know this, of holding that allows in between the shoulder pads. You see it everywhere. But he just held on a little too long. Did not release when he should have.
That is tough. Again, finding those holes within the Bloodhound defense, and they aren't able to stop our guys from keeping the ball on the ground.
I was going to say, so far it resembles like a cheese grater out there, the amount of holes that would be within, or a strainer. I don't know, but it's looking a little rough out there for him.
Yes, indeed. Cale Williams with the pass to Nick Stone. Stone's fighting, and he's taken out of bounds after a gain of 3 there. An unfortunate holding call took the ball back, which would have been a touchdown.
I was going to say, I know the father of the young man that took that ball to the house. He is not going to be thrilled with the situation. He'll be like, look, I don't care if it's a hold or not. Touchdown.
We will see if Liam Roberts can make that same play happen again.
He's kind of lightning in a bottle, man. You get the ball in his hands, some good things have happened this year for sure.
Cale Williams kept the ball, running to his left side. We got a flag on the field.
It's an interesting location from where that flag came in from. Let's see what the call is.
Another holding call for Washington takes them back even further. Gonna see where the officials are gonna place the ball here. Looks like it takes it at a 33.
So we got 2nd and 7 coming up here. And if you're Washington, this doesn't mean you know you're better than the team sitting across from you. You don't need to hold every time. You don't commit dumb penalties. Just line up, get a hat on a hat. Like Novocaine, it's going to do its job eventually.
And Cale Williams has some defense attacking him, but he gets the pass off. 45. Oh, and the spin move takes him down. Good reception there. Looks like it was Caden Grinder.
Really nice job. Great patience by Cale as he's rolling out to the left. He waits for that defender to commit, and then just dropped right over the top.
Yes, indeed.
Little shades of Mark Gronowski there from Iowa. Just a little shake and bake to the left, and then a little teardrop.
Yes,
up
indeed.
The sideline.
Cale Williams, if you hear this later, he gave you the Mark Gronowski.
Man, I've given him the Barry Sanders, Mark Gronowski. I've given him a bunch of stuff this year, you know?
Yes, indeed. Cale Williams with the keep, and he's going down this right side. Oh, and he stumbles, almost gets there. Gain of 5. Or actually gain of about 7 or 8, looks like.
Yeah, he might have tripped over Grinder's leg as he tried to cut back up there in the middle.
Nonetheless, good keep from Cale Williams there. Could have been a touchdown.
I think it's so far, I feel like every snap we're kind of holding our breath to see, like, are they going to bust this play after the first couple of opportunities?
You know, I think the Demons have to remember this is going to be a long game. You don't want to just try to get every play a touchdown. Work your way down the field, kill some clock. And Evans goes down there.
I say, would it be Rayner or Rayner? I'm trying to pronounce it. Johnson Jr., who came just screaming in off the left side, number 50 for Fort Madison. I don't know if he was unblocked or how he came through, but he was on a mission and was able to blow that play up a little bit. Nice play by him.
We are just, looks like 1 yard, 3rd and 1 for the Demons. Next down, we got movement in the backfield. Pass off there. Oh. And he fights and he gets the extra yard.
So we got Laundry again.
Aiden Schmitz, the receiver there.
Williams is talking to him. Kelly Williams is not agreeing with this call right now. Calling offensive pass interference. I think the argument was they were inside of 5 yards. So
that is
I don't know.
tough.
Yeah. Williams was not liking that call.
Early on here in this second drive from the Demons, we've had 3 penalties thrown, or maybe 4 if I'm not mistaken.
4, yeah.
4 penalties thrown in this second drive of the game. 2 almost touchdowns called back. Third and 6 here for the Demons. 1 man in the backfield. Got motion.
We got some confusion here on the play.
Got 5 receivers on the right side. Screenplay, and he goes. Gets the ball back to Aiden Schmitz, who uses the screen successfully to get the first down for the Demons.
I'm not sure if I've seen one of that run. I mean, and good job heads up by the end of the left end of Washington's line to make sure they had enough guys on the line of scrimmage. That's how a play like that can get fouled up if you do not have the players in the right alignment. So Nice job there.
Nice job for the Demons indeed. Getting the first down after what was a tough drive to get to this point in the field. Liam Roberts in the backfield. We've got motion from Carson Brown. The pass to Carson Brown, and he breaks away on the left side, going down, flag thrown, and he does indeed get to the touchdown. But we'll see what the call is here.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Nick Williams is less. Oh, he is
another holding call.
The Whitehead just got the wave off there from Coach Williams. That I don't know about that one. I know we're a home broadcast team. I understand there may be a little bias this year, but at the same time, that was pretty soft. That was a pretty soft call out there on the left-hand side.
Yes, indeed. The Demons have to work for this next point they're trying to get here. Could indeed light a fire under them moving forward in this game. But we just need to relax. We just need to relax and realize it's the first quarter. Granted, protect your teammates, but it's the first quarter. First and 12 here for the Demons. Cale Williams, motion, handoff.
See, early in the game, I was waiting for a big play on every play. Now I'm waiting for laundry on each play. So
yeah, yes, indeed. Second down for the Demons, 2nd and 10. On the, looks like it could be the 27. Cale Williams here again. Keeps it. Oh, gets hit. Oh, and he gets stuffed in the backfield.
Oh, now I know Williams is going to be a coach. Yeah, I was going to say,
there we go.
That was coming in. That was coming in.
We saw the flag approaching.
And you heard the whistles blowing, Zeph, and after that, there was still about 2 pirouette spins around there of Williams, and then a slam to the ground. And you got to feel for Fort Madison Summer. I mean, that's frustration. You know, you've had a really challenging season. You know, it just mounts. You get all the way to the end of a year. You finally break through. You make a good play in the backfield, and so you want to get that feeling. It's football. It's a contact sport, so I understand that.
Yes, indeed. Nonetheless, the Demons are going to get back those yards. Some of those yards they've been losing this entire drive.
Oh yeah,
longest drive of the game so far. A little over 6 minutes here for this drive.
I thought we were in the fourth quarter, Zeph. At this point.
Indeed. No one in the backfield with Cale Williams. Motion here. Handoff. Whistler breaking through 2 tackles before going down.
Nice job by Fort Madison swarming to the ball there. They were able to spread out, stay even with them, try to count. I mean, Washington's got some speed, right? And so Fort Madison was able to just string that play out, stay with them, and then rally to the football.
Yes, indeed. 2nd and 5 for the Demons. Again, we are still on the second drive of the game for the Demons. Interception from Nick Stone is what got them to this point. A few flags, but they're looking like they're going to close this drive out with a point, but unfortunately gets stopped there.
I think what you're seeing here for Madison is just saying, hey, look, you might beat us to the outside, but we're not going to do this dive thing. We've watched enough tape. We've seen this happen a bazillion times throughout the season, so you maybe beat us somewhere else, but we're not gonna give this up this early in the football game.
Yes, indeed. Fort Madison is trying to prevent the Demons from getting a touchdown here after this lengthy drive. They're on 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6. Hands off. He keeps. Williams breaks free, and he takes it on the left side, dodging 1 tackle, and he's home free. Touchdown, Demons.
I was looking. I was like, do we have a flag? Okay, no, we're good.
Hopefully not after this long, lengthy drive. Nonetheless, Kel Williams takes it in for a touchdown, 6 yards.
And right there, you always give credit to the line, right? You always want to give credit to your teammates, but that specific play, that's a lot of all Kel Williams right there. He really took the ball even backwards, eluded one tackler, not reversed his field, but really elongated his field even more, broke it farther out the left side, went in reverse a little bit, and then still was able to come in. That's just his speed and athleticism taking over that play, Zach.
Yes, indeed. 15-0 as the Demons go for 2 there and is successful. We are just under 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Demons lead 15-0 over Fort Madison. Let's see how the Bloodhounds would like to respond.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you. At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
And we're back here at Case Field with Washington Demon football live on the Southeast Iowa Video Network, powered by Washington County Hospital and Clinics. We are still here in the first quarter as the Demons lead 15-0 off a touchdown from Kel Williams. This is the second drive of the game we're going to see from the Bloodhounds. Wakinde with the return. Good kick there from Braden Tappan. And a great return there from Wakinde. Let's see how the Bloodhounds would like to respond as they're down 15-0 ending off this first quarter here.
Now, if you're Washington's defense, you should be good and fresh here right now. Coming, I know you got some two-way players, obviously, but a very, very elongated drive.
That indeed for sure. Last drive that they had came from a Nick Stone interception, so we're going to have our eyes on him on this one this time. Fakes the pass, gets the pass off to Connor Horn.
So they just driven back. So you got Kel Williams making plays on both sides of the field, right? Running in touchdowns, and then a couple yard loss. It's interesting. I keep looking down here. You got a lot of activity going on, usually up on that right side of the field. Hoffman's all alone, matched up with Roberts down here. Roberts has several interceptions this year. I don't know if you're Brulette, if he's just shying away from testing him. That's not part of their offense. But if you see it over here, they are really loaded up on that other side. He has yet to even look this way.
And they are in a handoff there. He gains a couple of those yards back, but they're still nonetheless on 3rd down and 9. The Demon defense is showing up here tonight, looking to close this out and make a 3-and-out there for the Bloodhounds.
See, right now, if you're just Fort Madison, you got to mitigate a little bit, stop a little bit of this bleeding. You got to at least get a first down or two, give your guys a blow over there on the sidelines, get them a breather.
Oh, and we do indeed have a jump there. Number 77, Rudy Wolf, the senior. He knows a little bit better than that, but he was a bit excited to get over that line. Nonetheless, automatic first down. Or no, gain of 5 there.
You're still on 3rd.
Stephon Brulette getting the play together. Got one in his backfield. 3 lined up on his right-hand side. Oh. Yes, that's a flag. We're going to see if they called him stepping over the line or what they called there. We're waiting on the official call.
We got roughing the passer on Washington.
Roughing the passer on offense or on Washington. Fif- 15 yards as well as a first down gain from the Bloodhounds.
I tell you what, you can feel the temperature rising down there with the coaching staff on the sideline
Yes,
right now.
indeed.
You can feel the heat.
Kelly Williams is not liking what's happening right now.
With that.
We've seen about 8 flags today.
That's a lot. It is a lot.
35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Stephen Burlett and the deep pass, but it doesn't make its target. Joaquin Day, again, the target, burst down that right-hand side. 30 seconds to go here in our first quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Bloodhounds. Oh, and a blitz, and it breaks up the entire play. Blows it all the way up. Clayton Evans. Oh, I saw that coming. He got excited. You can't do that in high school play.
No, here's...
If you gotta wait, that's unfortunate.
I'm going to tell you, this is... While I can understand what you're saying on that, Zev, at the same time, you just, as somebody who I ref on the varsity side of basketball things, and there are just times as an official, like, you need to be not seen and not seen. And what I mean by that is that if the ideal of the game is to go to a game, and when people ask, how was the refereeing, people are like, oh, I don't know. You just don't think about it. And sometimes you can get the feelings that it's almost like an over control. It's like an over presence. And maybe it's because they're missing somebody, and so they're feeling that pressure to, okay, I gotta look. You're looking in areas where you're not normally used to look at. There could be all kinds of things happening. But just again, my subjective opinion, I feel like the game's being a bit overcalled right now, as opposed to just letting these guys play some football.
Yes, indeed. A touch. Very unfortunate there. Blown up the play is Clayton Evans, number 6 for the Demons. He sniffed that entire play out and got straight through the middle. Looks like we got a timeout on the field from the Bloodhounds.
End of the quarter? Yep, end of the quarter.
Oh, never mind. I saw them walking to their bench first, so.
Correct.
And we've finally reached the end of the first quarter. The Demons lead 15-0 over the Bloodhounds. Washington Demon football here at Case Field live on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page. Here at The Morning Breath, we start every morning with style and grace. Engaging you with thoughtful and critically thinking topics to start your day.
Do you know that Pop-Tarts are like horrible for you?
While always maintaining a professional and family-friendly environment.
John, you're no longer a virgin.
Oh, and all the other stuff.
Flowers. Yes, great. We talk on all over the world. Out of There's another word for that, Peter.
And we're back here with Washington Demon football at Case Field, and we have another flag on the play as we return to the broadcast. Offsides. Gives 5 yards to the Bloodhounds. First down and 5 on the Demon side of the field. What a way to start the second quarter. The Demons still leading 15-0 here at Case Field, looking to defend home field as their final home game is upon us.
Now we have another whistle. I'm not sure what these guys are doing right now.
Is another flag?
I have no idea, and I'm not sure they do either.
The best thing Kelly Williams can do right now is just stay composed. We've got a long game ahead. You don't want to see him lose his cool to the officials today. You're up 15-0. Your defense is playing phenomenal.
That last stoppage of play was to, I believe, silence the Demon marching band that was playing the drums.
And the handoff, Thatcher's got it. Oh, and he gets stuffed down there, but not before gaining the first down. Moses Thatcher, the sophomore halfback. 390 yards entering this game. 6 touchdowns, 116 carries is Moses Thatcher, having a great season on that end of the field. Thatcher's the only man in the backfield. The pass to his left side. Connor Horn is their intended receiver there. Did they call him short of the first down on that last play, I assume?
No, it's first down.
Yeah, they just gave him first for Connor Horn, so they called Moses short on that first, essentially.
Yes.
Demons want to remain patient here. We don't need another flag. Hand off to Thatcher. Thatcher breaks through the middle, and he's taken down, but not before gaining 5 yards on the carry there. Second and 4 for the Bloodhounds. The Demons' defense has been really good tonight. Stefan Burlett looking to still got Thatcher there in the backfield, and another handoff. He's just short of the first down. It's going to be third and wait for the official call there.
Looks like
third and 2.
I say now, 3rd and 2 situation. If you're Washington, you're angry, you're annoyed, all these flags, different things, use that. Channel that energy, channel that frustration. Get a hat on a hat. Knock the man off of his blocks, off of his spot. Get to the ball carrier or to the quarterback, whichever comes first.
Yes, indeed. Another handoff to Thatcher, and he gets stuffed down before he's able to gain that first down. Fourth and 1, and you're going to wonder what the call is going to come from on the Bloodhound side from Coach Derek Doherty.
I said at this point, the type of season you've had, you're down a couple touchdowns, you go. You just go.
Timeout called from the Bloodhounds as they almost didn't beat the play clock there.
You saw it going down.
It was ticking for sure.
It was down to 2.
I'm going to take a quick break here, and we'll be right back here with Demon football at Case Field.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation, Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Back here at Case Field with Demon football. Got a handoff there to Thatcher. Looks as though he gets the first down without a doubt.
Yeah. Well, a real nice job by Thatcher there by just keeping his legs driving. He got lower, got to the point of attack. Low man wins. He was the low man, and he kept his legs just pumping like pistons in an engine.
They are just about 9 yards shy of their first touchdown of the game. Demons still lead 15-0. 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Got motion in the backfield there. Another handoff there to Thatcher. Thatcher breaks through and is short of the touchdown. Moses Thatcher's putting in some work here for these Bloodhounds. He's getting them in scoring range. You've got to know the ball is probably going to go back to his hands as the Bloodhounds seem like they smell something in that defense.
The formula of this drive has been about 4 yards. And
and a pass. It is deflected there. Good defense from the Demons to stop that switch up there. The Bloodhounds thought they had one.
So this drive has very much been 2, 3, 4 yards in a cloud of dust, or 2, 3, 4 yards in a penalty flag. So I mean, it's been that's kind of been the cadence of this drive.
Yes, indeed. This game has been, stopped and gone both directions from the officials and the penalty calls, but nonetheless, the Bloodhounds are in scoring range. Let's see how the Demons' defense respond. Another handoff to Thatcher. He does not get there. He is indeed short again of reaching that touchdown.
I was going to say, number 51, Blaine Reese came in there, was able to make that first contact, slow him down. Then he got some help from some friends. But, big play coming up here. You got 4th down.
4th and goal.
Be a really, really nice stop here for the Demons if they could just muscle up.
Muscle up for sure. Thatcher is going to be the intended target. You got to know that. They want to get right through that middle. But if I'm the Demons, you have to be aware that
he is in.
And a touchdown there for the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. Their first touchdown of the game. Demons still leading 15-6. And if I'm the Bloodhounds, I go for 2 on this one. You want to put the game back in reach.
I don't think they're going to follow your advice, and I think they're going to go ahead and kick this thing.
That's just what I would do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
just calling the game. I don't play.
I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. But they would decided to go for 1.
The kick by Jonah Santiago is good and down the middle. We have a 15-7 lead for the Washington Demons here at Case Field. We'll be right back with the next drive from the Washington Demons.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Your adventure starts here. Caparotto Group Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Caparotto Group. See yourself the Capra experience. The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
Welcome back to Case Field, Washington Demon football on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Jack Knowlton, John Woodward, Fort Madison scoring their first touchdown of the game to make it 15-7. Washington returning the kickoff. Liam Roberts breaking through a hole. Washington trying to answer right away. Roberts still going, and he's going to be run out of bounds.
Hey, Jack, I hate to tell you this, but there's another flag on the field all the way back over here.
There is a flag back on the 33 of Washington, so this one's coming back, but a big return by Roberts. We'll await the call. There have been many in this first quarter plus.
I'm going to have a hunch that it's a hold, but it could be a hunch.
Fort Madison, a long drive sustained. They were able to punch it in from a couple of inches out, answering the too early Washington scores. There are a couple flags. It is a hold on Washington. So correctamundo there, John. And two flags actually is, the second one is a personal foul on Fort Madison.
I can't decide which one he's going to. Okay, so he pointed left, right, left. Which way was he going?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think those penalties are going to offset. Now,
so now he's telling us to wait.
Another hold. They're going to mark the spot. Washington's trotting out.
So now they're going to hold. Now they're going to walk the other penalty back.
Well, the holding call is off, and so Washington, after all of that, is going to have the ball on their own 38-yard line.
It just, I was telling Zeph this over the break. It just seems like it's almost like a delay of the inevitable. You know, I do not love overly officiated games, and that doesn't matter what team I'm, broadcasting for or cheering for or whatever. You don't love to see it.
A pair of one-play touchdowns have already been called back for Washington. They've been able to answer on each drive. Williams on the keeper. Williams trying to get some of those Roberts yards back. He's out across the 50. No flags thrown that time, so give Williams a first down run.
It seems like, like I used to work in a factory, Jack, and we used to have this big board that was like, how many days, marked safe from injury, or whatever else. I feel like we need to have a ticker like that, like marked safe from a flag. Here comes another one right now, actually.
And now a very late flag comes down. There has been some semantics after the whistle in this game as well. Opening kickoff, there was some pushing and shoving. Washington now headed back to their sideline.
I mean, this is unbelievable. It's like every other play there's a flag, Jack.
And Coach Kelly Williams smartly bringing his team back to his bench just to save any opportunity for a coming together that could yield more flags.
Yeah.
It was thrown at the 49 of Washington, and looks like this play is coming back.
And if you're Kelly Williams right now, you're letting everybody know this is like a come to Jesus meeting. Okay, I don't care what you're doing. We cannot hold. We cannot do some of these things. We got to keep our heads no matter what is or isn't being done out on the field or what is or is not being called.
Yeah, this is going to be a test, and the referee's taking a timeout here, so we'll step aside for a short break as well. We'll be right back. Washington Demon football, powered by Washington County Hospital Clinics. Back in a moment.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you. At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
So off the Cale Williams first down run. It was a personal foul on Washington, so 1st and 12 from the Demon 36 now after that penalty. Timeout was taken by the Demons. They have one left. Fort Madison 6:31 left in the first quarter.
I would tell you straight up, these two schools do not like each other, Jack. I mean, I've refereed the basketball side of this thing, the student sections, both. I mean, these clubs do not enjoy the presence of each other's company. So it doesn't surprise me if there's a little jaw jacking, a little talking, and whatever else out there. It's competition, but it's definitely a rivalry in that regard. And we have another whistle, Jack.
Another whistle. Refs are talking to someone. They're referring to the Fort Madison bench. I'm not sure what the calls are. Now they're going to come together and chat about something. They're at the 28 of Washington. The Demons are shrugging their shoulders. And now we're going to resume play after another pause. Still 1st and 10 now on the 36. So we'll finally get back into the action here with 6:31 to go. Williams out of the shotgun, fakes the throw, now cuts to his left, bounces outside. Williams across the 50. Williams to the 40. Williams still going. I think he stepped out around the 35 of Fort Madison. Scanning for flags. I don't see one.
I was just going to say, I wasn't even following the play. After it got in front of us, I was looking back just to see, would there be another flag?
And excuse me, he was out around the 25, make it the 27 of the Bloodhounds. That'll bring up 1st and 10 for the hosts on the first play run in the last 5 to 7 minutes of real time. So Williams doing his thing yet again tonight. 835 rushing yards coming into this game. That's the 5th highest mark in all of Class 3. He was obviously the running back of this team last year, and he's been used in a similar way all season. Here comes Roberts. Williams fakes the jet sweep to him, drops back, fires, has a man! It's Griner! It's caught down inside the 1. They'll mark him just short as he makes a diving catch, and it'll be 1st and goal for Washington.
I was going to say, unlike in the pros where you can catch that and roll if no one touches you. Just nice to see a few plays, It's just good to be back to football, Jack.
Back-to-back chunk plays for the Demons. And now Washington a chance to punch it in and respond to that Fort Madison touchdown. They scored from close range.
Demons are starting to take this game personal. 6:12 to go until half.
Like I say, at this point, just, all the flags, all the things, whatever, just line up, smash it in.
Hands to Griner. He's trying to force his way in. He's across the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. Caden Griner, his first of the evening, cashing in after making the diving catch. Give him his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season for the talented senior running back. Tap in the extra point. The snap's fumbled. And this will just be scooped up by Cale Williams. So the try no good. It's 21-7. So that essentially offsets the 2-point conversion that Williams punched in to make it 15-7 on Washington's 2nd touchdown. But it's 21-7, John.
Yeah, just a low snap. Hit the ground. Oh, but it's okay. You're still up to a couple scores.
We'll see how the Washington defense responds. Only 2 Fort Madison drives thus far. One turning into the touchdown, the other one that Nick Stone interception, and I'm sure you and Zeph talked about it, but 3 interceptions in 2 games now for Nick Stone defensively, becoming a little bit of a ball hog.
Which it's amazing to me that the quarterback just didn't even see him. I'm like, he's the tallest guy on the Demons squad, one of the tallest guys on the Demons team out there. And it's also been interesting. I've seen Hoffman, number 5, lined up split left a lot, and they haven't even looked his way. And Roberts is manning him up one-on-one, kind of following him everywhere. They're not even looking for him. So I don't know if that's a testament to Roberts. I know Joaquin is their main guy, but it's just interesting.
See who Fort Madison tries to target. His sophomore quarterback in Burlett coming in He's thrown his 5th interception of the season now. He's had some incompletions as well. Had a chance at the goal line on that drive that did end in the touchdown for the Bloodhounds. Low kick lands around the 20 of Washington. The return. And Riker Peters, the main kickoff returner, gets run down by some Demon defenders.
It'd be very interesting to see the results of this drive, right? What do we see? Do we see a clean drive? Do we see another penalty-ridden drive? What do we see here?
I was doing the math in my head. I believe 5 straight plays we've had now with no penalty calls.
That might be the most in about an hour and a half, Jack.
Fort Madison starting from their own 32-yard line. Burlett looking for the call from the sideline. They've had a lot of their plays, pretty much all of them, run deep into the play clock. It ticks under 10. Burlett with 3 receivers split out to his right. And a timeout called by Fort Madison with that play clock running toward 0. So we'll step aside briefly. Bloodhounds and Demons both down to 1 timeout left. We'll be back in a minute here on...
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Back from the timeout, 21-7 is the score with just under 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter between Washington and Fort Madison. And the snap, handoff to Moses Thatcher. He goes nowhere. That Demon defensive front that has been so good all year, all over that one. John, you have to wonder how personally they're going to take the rest of this game, considering they, couldn't quite make the goal line stand there that allowed Fort Madison to get that touchdown. This is a team that's been so good against the run all year.
Yeah, I mean, it's something to where I was saying to Zeph, if you're angry, if you're annoyed, if you're upset, if you don't feel the game is being called, okay, cool. Go out there, get your hat on somebody, line up, hit somebody, make a move, make a difference, push them back, play defense, just keep playing.
Burlett, quick pitch over to Moses Thatcher, trying to turn his way upfield, and he is now swung down.
Cale Williams. I can't. Okay, so much happened just there. He set the edge, right, all the way to the edge. He was waiting, and just when there was a cutback up inside, he was able to just shed his blocker and then still make the tackle. Great play by Cale Williams there.
No gain for Thatcher. Cale Williams had a decent outing against Fairfield here 2 games ago. 5.5 tackles, got that interception as well.
That was the kind of the game sealer.
29.5 tackles entering tonight's game. Had almost 40 a year ago, playing both ways, as most of these Demons do. Burlett out of the shotgun. 3rd and 11. Chance for the Demons to maybe get off the field here, and a whistle and a flag. And that will be a delay of game on the Bloodhounds. So back them up. That's going to make it 3rd and 16. Going to be difficult for Fort Madison. To back them up 5 yards. Has not been a Bloodhounds team known for getting explosive plays this season. Only gone over 100 passing yards once. That was against West Burlington, Notre Dame, in a loss. And they're going to have to look deep here if they want the first down. 4 receivers out wide. 3 split up to the left of Burlett, 1 to his right. Burlett drops back, looking. Burlett steps up, running outside, and that's going to go nowhere. He's shoved out of bounds. Blaine Reese pushed him out of bounds. No flag. Thought that might have drawn one.
I was just going to say, I am shocked that there actually wasn't. He's giving him a sideline warning.
Yeah, sideline warning for the Demons. You're right. So Burlett got about 3, maybe 4 yards there, and so still 4th and long for the Bloodhounds, and they will send the punt unit out. Connor Horn is the punter for this team. He's had to do plenty of that and for a struggling Fort Madison team. 30 punts entering tonight.
And that's kind of what was just so curious to see those few possessions there where there was just an absurd and obscene amount of penalties. It's like, okay, this team didn't all of a sudden wake up and become the just
low snap. Horn got the punt off, and some appeals to the refs for a block in the back.
Because you know that's going to be the case. I mean, you call that many flags in a couple of drives, you're going to want some of the same in return if they feel like, well, you're calling on us, we're going this way. But
we've only seen one, which was the delay game since that timeout.
But what I was saying was it's interesting because a team that's this bad, right, all year long, and Washington's not a highly penalized team. All of a sudden, this team just insanely penalized, and this team that's not very good is just the soul of discipline. It just didn't make sense.
So Washington, the quick, explosive drive after some penalties, ended in a Caden Griner touchdown. We'll see how they respond with 4:13 to go in quarter number 2.
I see you got a man-to-man matchup down here on the bottom with Roberts.
Williams runs that way. Going to keep it all the way, though, out near the 50. He dropped the football.
I was going to say, the ball got ripped out.
Like he fell on it. Gets to the 46 of Washington. And crisis averted for Cale Williams.
I didn't catch the number, but there was a really, really nice rip on the ball by the Fort Madison defender.
Saw Riker Peters over there in the area for Fort Madison, but Williams keeps a quick strike outside to Roberts, and it's deflected, almost picked off.
Great play there by Creighton.
That was Jaden Creighton, the sophomore defensive back who leapt in front of that quick screen pass. He was doing some blocking. And you're right, John. A very good play there by the
excellent play. Now, he has to make that play. If he doesn't, you got Roberts and a blocker on a 1-on-2 situation. That's a potential house call. If nothing, at the worst, a very, very explosive play.
Snap to Williams. Keeps it. Bounces out to the right side. Williams finds some space. Williams! Will he go? Cale Williams! All the way. Touchdown!
Really nice block out there. I believe that was Stone that was out there setting an edge on the very last block. Great patience again by Williams. Good play design. You had the whole defense shifting to their right. Williams broke it back to his right. Once again, seems like we've been saying this a few times this year, a house call by Cale Williams.
He has been lethal in those spaces when he gets out wide to the left or the right side tonight. Give him a third touchdown. 27-7 with the extra point from Tappan pending. The point after up and no issues with the snap that time. It's 28-7. So the Demons now up by 3 scores and have thoroughly restored order after Fort Madison cut it to 1 score to start the second. It's been a much cleaner game, at least in the eyes of the officials as well. And Washington has been able to maximize some efficiency.
We'd like to thank the following athletic: Dr. Daniel and Dr. William, Kristen Van Winkle, No Insurance Incorporated.
Wait for the kickoff back to Fort Madison. John, the Demon defense, that was the drive they were looking for after giving up that touchdown and struggling with some penalties. You wonder, too, the messaging from Kelly Williams trying to settle them down. It's a bit of a mental game. It kind of becomes when you know those calls aren't going your way.
If I had to guess, the message probably went something like this: control what you can control. Right? That's probably what that whole conversation was about. Control what you can control, and then let's just go knock somebody on their butt. Right?
Doing plenty of that, the Demons, in this second quarter. The return for Fort Madison, bouncing to the outside and eventually run down is Joaquin Day. He's a talented freshman for this Fort Madison team. He's definitely one for the future, as many of these Bloodhounds are. It's a very young team. They've had some growing pains here this year.
I feel like there's a flag on the play way across on the far side, Jack.
I think you're right, based on some of the reaction we're seeing.
Starting to hear the chirps through the window here from the...
I have no signal. Ref's talking to the Fort Madison sideline. We've seen plenty of just overall antics on the kickoff. There's been some chippiness and plenty of flags.
Yeah.
And
I'd be remiss, I want to shout this out while we have yet another stoppage of play, Jack, as I look over there and some good sportsmanship being showed by Fort Madison. You see a lot of number 80 shirts on that far sideline, of course, recognizing Carson Ryan, and so just really cool to see that just continue.
yeah, the players have the ankle tape as well.
Yeah.
Very nice sportsmanship. So penalty was, I believe, called on Fort Madison, so that'll back them up. They're going to start at the 20. Snap to Burlett. Handoff right up the middle is Thatcher, who churns his way for about 5 yards. Cut down that time by Clayton Evans, who's been busy in that Demons defensive front, ticking under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Burlett, 2 players in the backfield to either side of him. Drops back, look to pass, steps up in the pockets, being pursued from behind, floats one, and it's too far for Joaquin Day.
I mean, it was just like they were just bearing down upon it. It was like a pack of angry hyenas just coming in on their prey.
Yeah, they've thrown Burlett down a couple of times, but I'll give him a little bit of credit. He's been able to dance out of some sacks, but just hasn't found a teammate when the play does break down.
Yeah, that would actually been an incredible completion if he were able to put that down the chimney to.
Instead, it's 3rd and 5 from the 25.
But you see what I'm saying? It's like this on this left side of the field. He's always split wide, and there's never even a look in that direction.
Rolls to his left now. He's going to step up and run for it. He's hit hard.
Oof.
Blaine Reese came over and jarred. Burlett's helmet came off.
And and it looked like a good legal hit to his own. He just hit him that hard.
And one of the Fort Madison staff members all the way out on the field to just make sure Burlett is okay, and he's going to have to take the play off because his helmet came off. But I agree with you, John. Looked clean, just a stick by Blaine Reese.
Yeah, they call that the hit stick in the Madden. That's the kids' play. But that's I was looking because you didn't see any real helmet-to-helmet contact. I could be wrong, but in just live play, what I saw, I did not see that.
Burlett, for his effort, does get the first down, so that'll allow Fort Madison to keep the
first down and a trip to the blue tent, I would guess, so to speak.
He's over there on the sideline. We'll see who steps in at quarterback. Joaquin Day has taken some snaps this year. 7 of 15 for 67 yards and 3 interceptions. He is in the shotgun now with Burlett out of the game. Joaquin Day takes the snap. It's a direct one. Tries to cut up the middle. Tried to dance his way.
So Evans on the tackle.
Outside, Clayton Evans again in on the stop. Joaquin Day, 124 yards rushing coming into tonight's game.
So Burlett's coming back in.
And he is, so that's good to see for Fort Madison's side. But Blaine Reese, that's what he likes to do. I talked to him after the Fairfield game, and he just takes so much pride in coming out and being able to hit guys and be the enforcer of that Demons defense. Obviously a great leader as well for the junior. Quick pass out to Joaquin Day. Catches, makes a man miss, and will be thrown down by Blaine Reese again. And he is right at the first down marker. They will give it to him. For Madison, moving the ball with 1:06 left to play in this second quarter. You have to feel a score is almost required with it being a 3-score game as we tick toward halftime. Fort Madison does get the ball back to start the second half. Looking deep, and that was a miscommunication there between Burlett and Wakinde. Wakinde ran a post over the middle, and Burlett was looking for the go route and was lucky that Caden Griner couldn't sprint over there and get under it.
Yeah.
No one in the area. No intentional grounding call either.
Yeah, and that's clearly a miscommunication. So dare I say, good job by the officials there on that one. So
yeah, letting that one go. He was definitely trying to look for Wakinde, just ran the wrong route. Stadium pulse maybe got to him there. Burlett rolls left, is met immediately and thrown down.
I was gonna say he ducked. That was you wonder if that shades of a couple plays ago was like, yep, nope. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this one down because he was going nowhere.
Rudy Wolf was over there. Now Washington's gonna call a timeout with 35 seconds left on 3rd and 10.
I like it. I like it.
Demons getting aggressive to try and get this football back potentially.
But when you have that 1-play, 2-play, score capability in this game, why not?
Yeah, Washington up 28-7. Demons trying to stay unbeaten at home. And it'll be 3rd and 15 from the 38 when both teams come out of the timeout. John, what do you think the play call is here for Washington? Maybe for Fort Madison, too, to try and prevent, at the very least, Washington getting the football back.
Now, I'm not saying this is the best play call, but this is just, if I'm Washington, you got a quarterback, he's rattled. He's seen a little bit of ghost, right? He took a real good hit. To me, I know the conventional thing is just keep everything in front of you, and that's probably what they will do. I'd bring the house. I'd bring the absolute house, see if I can drive him back about 5, 6, 7 more yards, put him in a bad position. But that's just me. You got a big lead. Cut the head off the snake, right? Just go for it.
We'll see what Fort Madison opts to do if they try to go through the air. Obviously, an incompletion stops the clock and very likely gives the ball back to the Washington offense with some seconds to work with. Burlett is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. They will just go handoff. It's Thatcher. He trundles forward. And Washington, without any timeouts left, can't stop the clock again. And it will be 4th down. We'll see what Fort Madison does if they just let this tick to halftime. It looks like they will. So the game of chicken a little bit with Kelly Williams and Fort Madison opts to take the conservative approach, the Bloodhounds. And this will tick toward halftime, but Washington will take it as a win. The Demons up 28-7 with a 3-score lead. We will head to a break. We'll come back, have the halftime show here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. You're watching Washington Demon football. Demons up 28-7.
Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page. Here at The Morning Breath, we start every morning with style and grace. Engaging you with thoughtful and critically thinking topics to start your day.
Did you know that Pop-Tarts are like horrible for you?
While always maintaining a professional and family-friendly environment.
John, you're no longer a virgin.
Oh, and all the other stuff.
Wow, version. Yes, read the bottom. We talk on all over the world. Out of
There's another word for that, Peter. What do we call that? Cold.
It is cold. It's going to get
Weekdays at 7:15, only on the Southeast Iowa Video Network Facebook and YouTube page.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Your adventure starts here. Capra Auto Group, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Capra Auto Group. See yourself the Capra experience. The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you. At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page. Here at The Morning Breath, we start every morning with style and grace.
Give me a
Engaging you with thoughtful and critically thinking topics to start your day.
Did you know that Pop-Tarts are like horrible for you?
While always maintaining a professional and family-friendly environment.
John, you're no longer a virgin.
Oh, and all the other stuff.
Wow, version. Yes, read the better. We talk on all over the world.
Out of There's another word for that, Peter. What do we call that? Cold.
It is cold. It's going to get
Weekdays at 7:15, only on the Southeast Iowa Video Network Facebook and YouTube page.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Your adventure starts here. Capra Auto Group, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Capper Auto Group. See yourself the Capper experience. The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you. At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Welcome back to Case Field. Welcoming you to the Fairway Meat and Grocery halftime show. Washington up 28-7 on Fort Madison. Jack Knowlton, Zeph Walker L. back in the broadcast booth, the rotating broadcast booth. We've had plenty of voices here on the
Yes,
Southeast
we have.
Iowa Network tonight with John the Voice. Thank you to him for joining us for some first half calls. Zeph, it's 28-7. It was a penalty-laden first, call it quarter and three quarters maybe. Those final two drives between Washington and Fort Madison, a little bit more free-flowing and smooth. But how have you seen the Demons kind of weather some of those calls to now still have a three-score lead here at the break?
You know, they lost a bit of their composure in the first quarter. You know, that amazing blow-up play by Clayton Evans that got called back showed that they were, you know, a bit angry at the so many penalties, you know, going against them, but staying composed through that second quarter and ending up now with a 28-7 lead shows that they've understood the importance of being patient. You've got a long game ahead. You don't want to give the game away due to penalty calls. You're the better team tonight. Play like that. Don't allow yourselves to get caught up in the moment of trying to prove you're the better team. Just play some football.
Yeah, it seemed like that was the message coming out before that final score for Washington, where the Cale Williams play gets called back. There's a long conversation that made it a de facto timeout where Kelly Williams was able to talk to his team, and it seemed like everything really settled down from there, whether or not, you know, all the penalties were necessarily, you know, the right calls. Regardless, it felt like Washington played with a lot more discipline and control, and that allowed them to take advantage. Speaking of Cale Williams, 3 rushing touchdowns already. He's easily up over 100 rushing yards, I believe even 150 on the day. Just been an incredible presence in the backfield tonight, Zeph. It felt like anytime he's been able to bounce it outside into space, he's made a few guys miss, and he's just been unable to be stopped by a Bloodhounds defense that frankly hasn't stopped much by way of the run game yet this season.
You know, Cale Williams is doing what he always does best, especially on his home field, and that's run the football. He's also been really good at finding his teammates and getting them open and not being afraid to switch it up a little bit, which would confuse that Bloodhounds defense, which is so, they probably watched film, as we were saying earlier with the voice. They've probably watched film and understood that Washington likes to keep it on the ground. So being able to, switch it up, and we saw a nice screenplay there from them early on in the game, it shows that they aren't afraid to confuse their defense. And when Cale Williams realizes that, hey, they don't know what's coming next, I'm going to run the ball, I'm going to take it in, and I'm still going to go back to the well of what works.
Yeah, when that Washington quick pass offense is clicking on top of the Cale Williams running game, it is a very difficult thing for opposing defenses to stop. And you're right, you had the Liam Roberts explosive play that was called back for the penalty on the second Washington offensive play of the game. They've kept feeding that well. Fort Madison has tried to do a similar thing on offense, and the Bloodhounds have struggled a little bit defensively. Nick Stone gets his third interception in 2 games for Washington, picking off Fort Madison and their quarterback Burlett. But for me, the standout has been Clayton Evans, just all over it with the tackles. Fort Madison, again, not a phenomenal offensive team, but they do have a very good rushing game. Obviously, we've talked about Ariel Wakinde, another good running back in Moses Thatcher, and Clayton Evans has been the first to most of those guys and has some hits on the quarterback as well, Zev.
Yes, indeed. Again, it just goes back to they know what they're good at. They know their strong points. Play on that. Don't have to overplay, though. You have a nice, comfortable lead right now. Close this game out strong. Don't allow the Bloodhounds to come out of this halftime break figuring some things out. Because when they get that opportunity, I don't think they're going to allow the Demons to just run over them. So don't expect the Bloodhounds to roll over.
Yeah, we'll see how the Bloodhounds respond in the second half. We'll see what kind of game we see called as well, if the trends of the end of the first half kind of continue and both teams are allowed to play more and play more free and have a more kind of free-flowing game overall. But Washington up 28-7. We'll send it to a quick break. Be back with the second half. This has been the Fairway Meat and Grocery halftime show. We'll be back to Case Field and Washington Demon football on the Southeast Iowa Video Network in just a moment.
Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page. Here at The Morning Breath, we start every morning with style and grace.
Give me a
Engaging you with thoughtful and critically thinking topics to start your day.
Did you know that Pop-Tarts are like horrible for you?
While always maintaining a professional and family-friendly environment.
John, you're no longer a virgin.
Oh, and all the other stuff.
Wow, version. Yes, read the better. We talk on all over the world.
Out of There's another word for that, Peter. What do we call that? Cold.
It is cold. It's going to get
Weekdays at 7:15, only on the Southeast Iowa Video Network Facebook and YouTube page.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Your adventure starts here. Capper Auto Group, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Capper Auto Group. See yourself the Capper experience. The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you. At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Second half action between Washington and Fort Madison. The Demons up 28-7 over the Fort Madison Bloodhounds. They will receive the kickoff. Washington coming out to play defense to start the third quarter. It has been an efficient day on the ground for the Demons. Cale Williams in particular has been electric with 3 touchdowns. Caden Griner has the other one for Washington. Braden Tappan will boot it away. He's had some good kickoffs tonight. That one going to be fielded by Joaquin Day. Joaquin Day cuts up the middle, almost had a seam, and he was thrown down that time. Clayton Evans, we've called his name a bunch tonight on defense, that time doing work as a kickoff specialist, and threw Joaquin Day down right on the 35 of Fort Madison. So that is where the Bloodhounds will start it.
Looked like he was gonna break through there, and if he didn't trip, he was. Those legs were going. I saw wind behind him.
Yeah, came close. Potential touchdown-saving tackle. Stephen Burlett back out there. Moses Thatcher gets the handoff here. He is slung down by a few Demons.
Looks like he also tripped there, trying to get through the middle. They seem to go to that well a lot this game, going right down the middle with Moses Thatcher. And it doesn't seem like the Demons have figured out that you gotta close the middle.
Brady Kranz was one of the Washington players over there on the stop.
Moses Thatcher's got a lot of touches tonight.
2nd and 6. Burlett hands it off. Running forward is Eric Cornelis that time. Gets a couple.
Granted, again, they keep running it right down the middle. They see something that they're trying to get to. Nonetheless, the Demons are able to stop them there.
Eric Ramundo was emerging from the pile. He's had a good season, the senior Ramundo. 3 tackles, including a tackle for loss and half a sack against Fairfield here at home 2 games ago for Washington. Says 8.5 tackles on the year, only 1.5 last year as a junior, so has really taken off in his senior season. They're down in 5. Cornelis motions out wide. Burlett fires one, and it is caught across the sticks Owen Huffman making the catch. It'll be a first down for Fort Madison.
It was a great catch. He knew the defender was right near him, so the best thing he could do is turn around and go down with the ball there. Great catch from Owen Huffman there.
Huffman, a sophomore, just behind Wakinde in receiving yards coming into this game. 12 catches, 145 yards, and a touchdown on the season for the sophomore, one of these young Bloodhounds players. And Cornelis motion again, this time handoff to Thatcher, and he is swallowed up coming across the line of scrimmage. Blaine Reese got downhill and laid the hit.
Loss of yards there, looks like.
Yeah, loss of 1. 2nd and 11 for the Bloodhounds.
Minus that catch there, the Demons' defense is alive coming into this second half. Starting to piece together the patterns that the Bloodhounds are throwing at them.
Fort Madison really hasn't looked for those explosive plays, save for the long Burlette pass where he thought Wakinde was running a go route. It was a miscommunication, but here's Thatcher. He was tripped up by Reese and then stood up by a couple of Demons, including over there Keelan Olden, I believe, making the hit. It was Reese that got downhill and clipped the cleats of Thatcher that tripped him up. It'll be 3rd down and long.
The Demons defense has one more stop to get right here before they're able to, force a 3 and out. Looking really good coming to the second half.
See how Washington plays this 3rd down and 9. All right on the 45 of Fort Madison. Be a big stop to continue the momentum that ended the first half for Washington. Burlette, high snap, catches it, rolls out to his right, looking downfield, fakes the throw, now makes the throw. Catch is made by Huffman. He's pushed out of bounds by Blaine Reese. And that will move the chains. And a late flag now comes in, and there is the laundry again from the referees. And I think this one's going to go on Fort Madison. Cornelis threw up his hands, and it is. I think it's a personal foul, I would guess, with how late the flag came in.
Beyond the line of scrimmage, it looks like he ran, a little too far out, and unfortunate. Good catch there, but unfortunately going to get that called back, and it's still going to be 3rd down.
You're exactly right, Zeph. It was Burlette that moved across the line of scrimmage before he fired that out to Huffman. So Washington, no doubt, going to take that call and
actually puts him at 4th.
And it's also a loss of down on that. I saw a heartbreaker earlier this season, Zeph, in a Fairfield game against Centerville, where they had that called on them on what would have been a game-winning touchdown pass. Instead, was a turnover on downs and lost the Trojans the game. That one punishes Fort Madison. Short kick that time. Washington going to let it roll. Takes a friendly Bloodhounds bounce, but is down at the 28 of the Demons. Punt that time by Connor Horn. That'll bring the Washington offense back out on the field. So Zeph getting the stop they were looking for coming out at halftime with the help of a flag for Washington.
Yes, indeed. Unfortunate, because the Bloodhounds thought they had one right there, and that would have been really good, and it would have been able to progress them forward as they had a tough time getting down the field. Unfortunately, but fortunately enough for the Demons, they were able to pick up that stop or pick up and accept that penalty and get the ball back on their offensive side.
Cale Williams comes back out. 4 receivers out wide, a running back. Quick pass out to Liam Roberts. They're going back to it. Roberts has some space. Roberts across the 50, and he's drugged down. A crucial tackle that time by Jonah Santiago. That could have maybe saved a touchdown, but right back to those quick screen passes. And Liam Roberts, that's what he does so well in space. Mark him down at the 49 of Fort Madison.
Great play there. Great way to break away. He had that big one called back earlier, so he really wanted to take that all the way home.
Give him 22 on the catch and run for Roberts. Cale Williams. Aiden Griner to his right. Looked for the quick pass again. Instead's going to fire deep. Has a man. Aiden Schmitz. It's underthrown. Looking for a flag. He won't get one. Santiago was in the area again.
You know, that one's tough. However, he did turn around before he got touched. So it's like he made a play on the ball. You know, you don't want to call that, you know. There's been a lot of flags this game, but that one was a good one, you know, to let the ball play from the officials.
So the underthrown go ball not rewarding the Demons with a catch or a penalty. Bring up 2nd and 10. That's one of the first shots deep we've seen Washington try to take all game. Williams.
Was a great throw from Kale, though.
The motion man is Carson Brown. He gets the handoff, gets a couple to the outside, is thrown out of bounds. Ren Watson on the tackle. Productive sophomore for this Bloodhounds team. Watson, 25.5 tackles coming into this game, just behind Joaquin Day among the leading tacklers for Fort Madison this year. This is a Bloodhounds team that lost their top 6 best tacklers. They are last in 3A in total tackles coming into tonight. Williams drops back, looking to his right. Now throws right, and the catch is made for a first down by Nick Stone.
That was a really good catch. Again, another one of those secure catches just to make sure you get your hands on the ball and go down with it. You don't want to try to do too much where you're going to potentially drop the ball. Just a great reception there from Nick Stone and able to move the chains.
Williams connects with his go-to target. Give him 18 on the catch. Williams out of the shotgun again. Trips formation up at the top of your screen. Williams goes quickly out wide to Brown. Brown cuts up field and gets a nice gain around 8 yards.
What a great move. What a great move on that outside and able to gain those extra yards. It looked as though the defender was gonna get him, but he hit him with a really quick move. And it was a great reception and great yardage by Carson Brown there.
Seen a lot of Demons make a few Bloodhounds players miss in space. That is where Washington can be at its best. Still in the shotgun is Cale Williams. Dropping back, looking left, firing left to the end zone, has a man, it's Roberts! Caught into the end zone, touchdown!
Wow, what a catch.
30-yard strike, Williams to Roberts.
What a catch from Liam Roberts there. He deserved that one, as earlier in the game he had a great run, he got called back, and he finally puts one on the board for his squad.
So a 30-yard completion. Cale to Liam Roberts.
Right before that, I was just going to credit Cale Williams for putting the ball in the air a lot, on this drive, and it leads to a touchdown. So kudos, Cale Williams looking fine, and Liam Roberts for the touchdown.
Tapin makes the extra point. It is 35-7 now. Washington getting the start to the third quarter they wanted on the strike from Williams to Roberts. And you're right, Seth, airing it out a little bit more on that drive. They still went with some of those short passes, but just a nicely designed play, both on the Stone completion earlier in that drive to set up that 30-yard touchdown.
Yes, indeed. And, Liam Roberts was just right in the right space at the right time. And he almost gave the defender a bit of a pocket there to pick him off, but he closed it and caught the ball and was able to just take it right home. Great reception, great touchdown there from Liam Roberts.
4th touchdown of the night for Williams. He's got 3 on the ground now, 1 through the air. Fort Madison languishing to start this second half. It's going to be a long road back if the Bloodhounds want to try and make a comeback. Winless on the season. Have not defeated Washington, or have not defeated any opponent in the last 2 seasons. In fact, back in 2023, they beat Washington 21-7. That was their last win overall. They went 0-9 last year. 2023, they reached the playoffs at 6-4 as a squib kick is just dove on. It'll be at 1st and 10 at the Fort Madison 31-yard line.
You've got to wonder how the Bloodhounds are going to respond. They want to put more points on the board, but they also don't want to get over antsy and give the ball away. We haven't seen Joaquin they get enough, I wouldn't say get enough, but get anything going this game. Washington's been able to put their best guys on him, defending him, and, limiting normally what he would have had, breakout game.
Point this out as well, Zeph, too. Coming into tonight, Washington has thrown 9 interceptions. That is the 4th most in Class 3. No turnovers here tonight so far, and none through the air. We saw the ball hit the turf when Cale Williams got it punched out. That was a good play by Fort Madison, but Williams was able to dive on it. So a refreshing sight. If they can finish this game without a turnover, it'll be back-to-back games with no turnovers. Obviously, against Solon, Washington's offense just kind of stagnated overall, but some progress to build on in that department for the Demons, and this defense giving Washington all kinds of help. Fort Madison just kind of running it on the ground. This is not a team that is used to having to been in positions of being down before, but not wanting to attack through the air. That one's lofted up the jump ball, not able to be intercepted. Nearly was that time. Liam Roberts, who scored the touchdown, almost snagged the jump ball over the head of, I think, Connor Horn. It might have been Huffman over there. It was indeed Owen Huffman, the intended receiver.
Tough enough. That ball could have went 3 different ways, Either defender could have caught it, but it still could have been a reception. Just a great find there from Stephon Burlett, but just couldn't make the mark.
Quickly, it's 3rd and long for Fort Madison. Trips out to the right of Burlett. Just over 5 minutes left to play. Burlett rolls right, looks right, fires short, and it's incomplete. Too low for Joaquin Day.
Now, you've got to wonder, where you are position-wise on the field. Do you kick it or do you just go for something? You're down by 4 touchdowns. It's almost as though, what can you not do or afford here? You're already on the opposite side of the field. But it looks like they brought out the kicking squad, so
Horn will send it away. Roberts with his heels near the 45-yard line. Horn boots it.
Really
Roberts
good kick.
Drifting back, and he'll let that bounce, and it'll be downed. And a flag comes in now. Clayton Evans
what was that?
Shoved Marshall Heitman in the back, but we'll see if that's the call.
Did he throw a flag or did he throw like a pink card? I did not see a yellow flag touch the field.
I thought I saw the ref on the near sideline here throw one.
This guy right here, right? Is he referring to? Yeah.
But the ball's just being spotted at the 40.
Yeah, I saw something
Whatever
come out.
He picked it up.
But it didn't look like a flag. I'm like,
you have to forgive me for my instincts, given how the first half how the first half went. But
I trust you. I got you.
that has continued in the second half. Though we had the final minutes of the second quarter were relatively penalty free, and it's continued in the third.
You know what I think he threw out just to mark where the ball was?
I think you might be right.
that had to be, because he did throw it out intentionally and then picked it up. So
it's at the 40 of Washington. Cale Williams, the handoff, and hit immediately. I believe that was Evans on the carry. Actually, Grant Whistler getting the call. Does have 24 carries for 88 yards and a touchdown entering tonight. One of the seniors for this Washington team. He'll stay in the backfield with Williams. Washington looking to complete an undefeated campaign at home this year. Wins over Burlington, Oskaloosa, and Fairfield 2 weeks ago. Coming in motion is Creighton Guy. Williams corrals a loose snap and drops the football. Williams dives back on it and again saves a turnover, but is going to lose 5 yards.
That ball looked a bit slippery there. Luckily, Cale Williams was able to pick it up and, get back in motion and, just say, okay, we'll call it here. I'm not even going to try to get up and run, move too much, secure the ball. Next play.
Don't know if he ever had a clean handle on it. The snap went to his right. He had to just scoop it up, and it looked like a designed rollout to his left. And then when he got going, don't think he ever handled the ball and hit the turf. So it'll be 3rd and 15, but no turnover. See what Washington goes to here. Under 4 minutes to play in quarter number 3. 35-7, Washington up here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Williams drops back, Rolls right, trying to evade the blitz. He does. Still looking. Williams running out of room. Williams going to try and scamper for a few. Did well to keep that play alive, but no open receivers, and he'll be pushed out of bounds after a short gain.
That was, he wanted to get the ball in the air, but a great call nonetheless to just run it out. Don't force a pass that can lead to an interception.
Or Madison kind of ushered him over to the sideline. And so for the first time tonight, we'll see Nick Stone in punt formation. 21 on the year, averaging 33.5 yards per punt.
Oh,
kick is away.
Good kick. Oh.
Takes a friendly demon bounce, rolls all the way to the 15-yard line of Washington. And we got some extracurriculars over near the middle of the field. And they're just going to give a first down to Fort Madison. It was Riker Peters was jockeying that time with Bowden Brown of Washington. They were on the ground tussling. I've seen that a few times on the punts and the kickoffs tonight. Refs now having a little bit of a coming together.
The tensions are high, and you don't want to say, oh, yeah, it was on the Demons. You kind of want to lean towards the Bloodhounds as they're the guys that are losing right now. But at the same time, it can get really aggressive down on that field with, the smack talk going on, the height of the game. Just tough overall.
Refs are standing at the 16-yard line where the ball was downed. And they are going to get an unsportsmanlike on Washington, so that'll give Fort Madison some extra yardage. And after a bit of a delay, we'll finally get a spot, it looks like, at the 31 of Fort Madison. So after the unsportsmanlike penalty, the Bloodhounds will set up shop with 1st and 10. 3:25 remaining in this third quarter. Handoff is to Thatcher. He rumbles his way forward, and the same first down call we've seen all game for Fort Madison.
Let's see if Fort Madison and the Bloodhounds are able to put a drive together here. You got a point on the board early in the game, which shows that you're able to move the ball down the field. And now you're looking, you can't just look at the time. You can't look at the score. You just got to play some good football. And we got movement over and over offside.
Derek Raimundo jumped offside, so that'll bump Fort Madison up 5 more yards.
Just under 3 minutes here.
That might be the first offside call we've seen.
It was
every
one
penalty
earlier
in the book. Okay.
Yeah, it was one earlier against Washington too. So
had a couple of offsides, plenty of unsportsmanlike conduct, personal fouls, a few blocks in the back,
holdings,
holding, some roughing the passers. Here's Burlett out of the shotgun, handoff. This time is Cornelis. He trundles his way forward and it's going to pick up the first down, no problem.
What's the game plan if you're the Bloodhounds right now? Do you just want to play every snap and just hope you can make a play? Or do you want to go for big plays? Do you want to, try to get Wakinde in the game somehow, some way, set up some screens for him?
And not moving with a ton of urgency. Their offense has a pretty slow pace to it overall. Play clock,
which can work against them as they, the clock isn't on their side, but it's not totally against them either.
Motion man is Thatcher, tosses to Cornels. Cornels cuts back up the middle and give him 4. Cornelis on the run. Brought down at the 48 of Fort Madison. Be second down. Still, that only real productive drive for the Bloodhounds remains that touchdown one, which they were helped by some penalties as well. trying to just find any sort of rhythm heading into the fourth. But you're right, as the time ticks down, it is certainly not on the Bloodhound side. They're going to have to move with some urgency to try and put points on the board.
It's like you love to see them put the ball on the ground, but do they realize when you put the ball on the ground, the clock keeps going?
Cornelis, outside zone run that time. A helmet comes off of a Fort Madison player. It was Marcus Holbert, the offensive lineman, so they'll have to take a play off. It's third down.
You know, credit to the Demons defense as they aren't allowing Fort Madison to get any big plays off, any small plays off. They're really forcing Fort Madison to actually work through every play. Even with this big lead, they're not taking their foot off the gas.
Washington trying to hold the shutout in the second half. Burlett over the middle. Nice strike that time.
Good hit.
And a good hit indeed. Over there right away was Cale Williams. And Clayton Evans again, who's been the usual suspect on defense for Washington.
He's just getting back there. He's got his eye on that pigskin, and literally whoever touches it, they better get out of the way because Clayton Evans is coming for you.
Jordan Thompson made the catch, the sophomore wideout for Fort Madison, and makes sense in this situation with the time and score that the Bloodhounds are probably going to go for it, but they are going to let it tick down to the fourth quarter of play. So Washington up 35-7, headed to the final period here at Case Field. We'll send it to a short break. Be back with the fourth quarter here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page. Here at The Morning Breath, we start every morning with style and grace. Engaging you with thoughtful and critically thinking topics to start your day.
Did you know that Pop-Tarts are like horrible for you?
While always maintaining a professional and family-friendly environment.
John, you're no longer a virgin.
Oh, and all the other stuff.
Flowers. Yes, green the bottom. We talk on all over the world.
There's another word for that, Peter. What do we call that? Cold.
It is cold. It's going to get
Weekdays at 7:15, only on the Southeast Iowa Video Network Facebook and YouTube page.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
We are into the final quarter of the 2025 season at Case Field. Washington trying to get a stop on 4th and 2. Fort Madison not expecting the snap was Burlett. The ball is back. Cornels picks it up and he is swarmed. And Washington's going to take over. That snap hit Burlett right in the face mask, and he didn't call for the snap. That was just a preemptive one there by the center for Fort Madison, and Washington going to take over in great territory. So an excellent start. Couldn't even finish my intro, Zeph, and Washington already a takeaway on defense.
I had that same experience entering the second quarter with a flag that just immediately, the clock didn't even click, and it was just a flag thrown on the field. But kudos to the defense of Washington. You know, they have to be just taking this Bloodhounds off their game, off their square. You know, unfortunate, you know, when it comes down to a faulty snap, but nonetheless, Demon football.
Cale Williams will take back over. Running right all day long. Gets out to the 35, cuts it back. Williams makes another player miss and is swung down inside the 20. Markham at the 16, and the outside zone runs for Williams continues to work for Washington.
That was the first time we saw Cale Williams put the ball on the ground since the first half, so really good to see that he's still, you know, alive and well in what's been a lengthy game here with a few flags thrown here and there. Nonetheless, Demons in scoring territory.
Look at this. 5 out wide to the right. Quick pass is
Knew
out.
the screen was coming.
To Schmitz.
Oh, and he
Screen all day
broke
long.
through.
Schmitz trying to drive his way inside the 10.
That's got to be the play that they write for Aiden Schmitz. That's the second time we've seen that screen play come down on that right-hand side. Really good to see some different plays out of Washington.
That'll make it 2nd and 3 from the 9.
The Demons looking to put up another point here.
Williams in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his right. Handoff is to Whistler. Whistler bouncing to the outside, slips out of the tackle. Whistler tackled into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Grant Whistler, his 2nd touchdown of the season.
That was a great read, a way to go outside instead of, looks like what it was, a counter. Was it a counter drive, or did he hand off on the outside?
It was handoff. He kind of kicked his way outside, made a man miss.
Yes, indeed.
And the productive senior makes it 41-7. The extra point coming.
Now, I would argue getting that touchdown.
Extra point up and good. It's 42-7 Demons, so Washington immediately capitalizing on the takeaway. And the Demons all over the Fort Madison Bloodhounds, well on their way to their 4th win of the season, which would bring them up to 500. This Washington team.
And undefeated on their home field. They defended the case. I think it's safe to say they defended the case.
They are defending the case indeed.
Unless by some miracle in the sweet heavens of football, the Bloodhounds are able to figure something out and make 5 consecutive touchdowns to bring this game back.
And it's worth a note as well. The clock will now run unless a timeout is called. So Washington in complete command. We'll go back out on defense. This Demon defense as well has been extremely efficient in the second half. Fort Madison's barely had a look over midfield. They've punted twice and turned it over on downs. Brandon Tappan will send it in to the night sky. Wind kind of blowing sideline to sideline for him. Tappan only 1 field goal attempt on the year for the kicker, 33 yards. He made it, and he just squibs that one. It'll roll to the 30, picked up by the Bloodhounds, dashing outside, trying to get some spacing out across the 50 before he is slammed down. It's Austin Neesham.
That was a great return there. Gained about 25 yards there.
Excuse me, it was Henry Ireland on the return. Player for Washington down and getting stressed out or stretched out. Potentially some cramping issues. So Fort Madison will come back out on the field. Washington, to their credit, keeping this shutout going. You can tell they played angry ever since giving up that touchdown. They did not let the penalties get to them. That's actually Clayton Evans who was down. He's back up and chugging some water on the sidelines. Likely a cramping issue.
He's been playing tonight, so give him some credit. Maybe he just needs to take a little breather.
See how much we see of Evans for the rest of this game. With the big lead for the Demons. 10 minutes to go.
This is a great win to defend the case going into their final game of the season next week against Keokuk.
Burlett back out there. 2 players in the backfield with him. Handoff is to Moses Thatcher, and he's had some hard-nosed runs tonight.
He seems to just drop his shoulders and just go low, and you almost lose him if you're the defense, but you're going to feel that impact of that helmet when it comes to your gut. So
Thatcher, a sophomore, leads this team coming in at almost 400 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns. He does have that kind of smaller, bulkier frame, the kind of bowling ball running back. I've seen Cam Scattaboo popularizing that now in the NFL for the Giants. Kind of has a similar style. Thatcher, he's met immediately by Rudy Wolf that time, though, and slipped out of that tackle. And actually, that was Gatlin Nash who got there first before Blaine Reese came downhill to secure the stop.
It's getting windy out here. You can hear it through the broadcast.
Marshall Heitman coming back in that offensive line for Fort Madison. It's 3rd down. Give it 3rd and 9 for the Bloodhounds. Burlett. Thatcher to his right. Stands at the 50. Rolls right. Has 2 receivers trying to find one of them. Burlett fires across the middle. Nice throw and catch. Joaquin Day there to get the first down for Fort Madison, and they are well into Demon territory.
Those are the type of plays they wanted to get really early on, but the Demons were not allowing it. But, man, that was such a great pass by Burlett to Joaquin Day. He wanted to find this guy all night. Sucks that it had to be so late in the game, but that was a really good connection there.
Yeah, nice job there by the sophomore. Burlett had his ups and downs this year, his first year as the Bloodhound starter, but you do see some talent on this Fort Madison team as they get older and mature and learn their roles. This is a team that can become dangerous in future seasons. Quick pitch out to Thatcher. He has some space here on the left side, but runs into his own man and is eventually bumped down. Reese was over there, but I think that was Thatcher's teammate on the tackle for the most part.
You know, it's good that you noted that they are a young squad, and this is their varsity unit. So they're a young varsity unit, and it's going to be fun to actually, see them progress because they do have the talent there. The talent is there. It's very apparent, but this Demon defense and offense is just a little too much for them.
Shotgun for Burlett. Trying to get their first score of the second half. Handoff is to Thatcher. Tries to burst his way through a hole. Looked like Bowden Brown in there on the stop. Brown getting some reps. Has been productive. Had a good outing versus Solon. 3.5 tackles, including 1.5 for loss. Those are his first stats of the season on defense. So Brown coming alive here in the latter stages of the regular season. 3rd and 1. And Washington come up with another stop. Certainly going to be a pride thing for this Demons team to keep Fort Madison at a goose egg in the second half. Burlett rolls right, fires quick to the outside, catches made, broken tackle, and a first down going to be picked up. I think that was Joaquin Day over there on the reception.
Again, another credit to the Bloodhounds. They aren't just going to roll over. Granted, the game is over. However, they are still doing their best at driving this ball down the field and looking to put another point on the board. But again, it goes back to what you're saying, that pride of that defense. They're not going to go easy.
Beg your pardon, Connor Horn on the catch for the first down. So a couple of good completions for Madison moving the ball. This has been their best drive since that second quarter score. Burlett operating out of the pistol now. Hands it off to Thatcher. Cuts back up the middle, and Thatcher's had some better runs on this drive. He'll rumble all the way, potentially for a first down. Gets to the 10, and they will move the chains.
To move. Wow.
This will be 1st and goal from the 10.
I thought they were going to call that short. I was ready to hear the inches, but when you're this part of the game, the discretion of the officials.
Goal to go for the Bloodhounds. Moving the ball well in this fourth quarter. Cornelius gets the handoff. Still shoving his way up the field, and refs will blow the play dead. Cornelius's helmet came off. They're at the 8-yard line, so he'll have to step out for a play. Saw Burlett, who's recovered well, kind of regained his balance after that hard hit by Blaine Reese, and now a stoppage there, I believe, is a flag on the near side of the field from the official right there by the 10-yard line. Believe it is a flag.
Interested to see what the call is.
The ball is spotted at the 8 of Washington, so not sure what else that would be. And now the ref who threw it is making his way toward the middle of the field, and the ball actually will be respotted. So that might have been what it was. It's moved up to the 5-yard line now of Washington, and I guess that was what the flag was thrown for. So 2nd and goal from the 5. Burlett takes the snap, hands it off, running forward and all the way to the goal line. A flag comes in. The signal is touchdown for now for Fort Madison. Couple of players. Let's see who got the carry on that one. And we'll check the flag. Still signaling touchdown, and looks like Fort Madison thinks that'll stand. Face mask is the call. It's on Washington, so that will indeed keep the Bloodhound touchdown. And it was Thatcher who scored it. So touchdown stays the call, and Fort Madison gets on the board in the second half with just over 4:30 to play.
You know, we compared this drive to their first one, their first lengthy drive that led to a touchdown in the first or the second quarter, and the result, the result was the same. And it's like, this is what worked for them early on. They could have, went to this well as the game progressed, but
Cornelius punches it in for 2, got thrown down out of the goal line, but already crossed it. So make it 42-15. Washington still in cruise control, chance to eat up some clock when they take the field again. But you're right, Seth. Fort Madison able to put together a nice drive there with some good completions, and they balanced the short passing game well with some better runs there, mainly by Moses Thatcher. That is when Fort Madison is at its best. This is a team that had a close loss earlier in this season to Central Lee, dropped that one just 14-7 in week 3. They've put up some points even in some blowout losses, lost 55-27 at Keokuk, who of course Washington is going to play next for their final game of the season on the road. That'll be a big one for the Demons. Fort Madison going to finish up with a scary one at home against Solon.
Oh, they play Solon next?
The Spartans, they do indeed. Fort Madison
Whoa.
against Solon. The Spartans, best team in this district.
That one might see a record high of some points scored. So
Solon did get a 35-0 shutout win over Mount Pleasant tonight, which was a de facto district championship game. Mount Pleasant was undefeated in the district as well, but Solon beating them, that is going to be a district championship win for the Spartans. Mount Pleasant still a really good season, but that still makes things interesting for the 2 playoff spots. Washington in that factor as well. That one's fumbled out of bounds, and because it was touched, Washington will have the ball right around the 10-yard line.
looks as though that was probably Fort Madison's last time touching the football. The Demons can play their cards right. There won't be any more Fort Madison offense on this field.
Washington will still feel good about how this game has gone. Credit to Fort Madison on those 2 drives. They have not been able to stay in control of the clock in that way or keep Washington's offense off the field. Demons will start from the 9. We've seen some long drives from Washington here this season. I go all the way back to that game against Burlington in week 3 that Washington won 16-14. They had a 99-yard drive in that one.
Yeah.
Trying to go 91 yards here potentially for one more score and burn as much clock as they can. Quick strike out wide and some space here. And a big first play. He'll give Washington a first down out across the 25.
That was a scary play right there.
Guy on the catch.
Maybe the Bloodhounds might have gotten another offensive possession if they would have let that one go there, but
he had plenty of space to run into. Creighton Guy has not been a heavily used member of this Washington offense this year, so it'll be good for him to get some reps. Junior has been relatively productive on defense this season. Snap and a handoff. Hit immediately. That's Julian Parsons. Easton Rugg is in at quarterback for Washington. Of course, you're going to have to see who takes over for Cale Williams, who's a senior and departing. Rugg, likely the presumed starter next year. Good baseball player for this Washington Demons organization. So you see those reserves, Zeph, getting some reps in now for the Demons.
Yeah, and good. It's good to see because it's like, you know, Kale's had an amazing season, and someone's got to fill those shoes.
Rugg, 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Hand off to Julian Parsons. No, Rugg on the keeper. Trying to bounce his way to the outside. Gets a block and going to pick up a couple of yards. And now a flag comes in late. And they're going to call helmet to helmet on Washington. They initially reported Fort Madison for a second. So I think that was on the block that time that was laid out there for Washington. Ref's still kind of discussing it, but they indicated it was against Washington.
Tough call, especially late in the game.
So that'll back it up to the 15-yard line of the Demons. 2nd and 20. Just under 3 minutes to go. Rugg. Isaac Madrano coming in motion. He muffed the snap, or muffed the handoff, rather. Did Fort Madison jump on it? They're indicating they have it, and they do. So there is a turnover for Washington. It was a tap pass from Rugg to Isaac Madrano, and it was fumbled by Madrano. Couldn't handle the catch on the quick pitch, and now Fort Madison's going to be set up in excellent field position to try and add another score.
Fighting till the end is what you want to see from your squad. They're a young squad, so they know they can come back next year and do some damage, but fighting to the end is what they need.
Burlett, the handoff, bumped into his Cornels and driven back. A couple of Demon defenders over there. I believe it was Isaiah Halverson, number 49 for Washington, who was the first to make the stop. Burlett. Can Fort Madison add another touchdown in this final period of play? Rolling left. Burlett hit and driven back and sacked. Big hit by Isaac Madrano, and what a way to make up for the fumble. Driving down Burlett. He came in free. No one there to pick him up for Fort Madison. Madrano sacks Burlett. Clock will keep moving.
That is a great way to keep the ball, keep the intensity alive as this game closes out. Show them that you're not just going to allow them to get into your end zone.
That'll make it 3rd and 11.
What a tackle by Madrano there.
A big loss at 3rd and 13, excuse me. Big loss for the Bloodhounds. And at 2 seconds, Fort Madison's going to call a timeout and talk things over. We'll kick it to just a brief break. Come back with the final minute and change here from Case Field. You're watching Washington Demon football.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Back now at Case Field, third down for Fort Madison. They got a turnover, or a takeaway rather, on a fumble by Isaac Madrano, but he just sacked Stephen Burlett, the quarterback for the Bloodhounds, to make it 3rd and 13 from the 15. Burlett out of the shotgun, drops back, fires to the end zone. It's nearly caught. It was almost an impeccable play. Ario Wakinde, who is not the tallest wideout, leapt to try and make the grab, and just too high for him. Nearly an impeccable play on the post route. That'll bring up 4th down.
He almost needed to throw it that high because the Washington defender was right there and jumped in the air, and I thought he was going to intercept it, but it was higher than his hands too.
Wakinde, he's a talented freshman for this Fort Madison team. Leads them in total yards. Good in the run game, good out wide. He is a favored target for Stephen Burlett. And Fort Madison's going to hope that that is a combo that they want to use in years going forward. Quick pass out to Thatcher. He's going to go nowhere, and that will turn it over on downs and be the final opportunity for Fort Madison on offense. So Washington gets out of the jam after the turnover and is going to be able to bleed the rest of this clock.
Unfortunate turnover, unfortunate fumble. Nonetheless, this is the game. They're going to probably walk this one off after a kneel or two.
Minute 12, 42-15. Washington will go to 4-4 and 2-2 in district play. Not necessarily out of it. Mount Pleasant lost tonight to Solon. That was a loss. The rest of the district between Washington, Fairfield, and Keokuk, they needed that to happen. Fairfield will play Mount Pleasant in a game that both the Trojans and Washington need Fairfield to win. Low snap and a kneel down by Easton Rugg, and they'll let the clock bleed. For Madison, going to drop to 0-8. They will play Solon in their final game at home. Washington will be at Keokuk, but the Demons are going to defend the case once again tonight, stay undefeated in the regular season. All of their wins have come at home. They beat Fairfield here on October 3rd, 42-30. Oskaloosa blew them out 42-7 and won a close one against Burlington. Back and forth, tight game, low scoring, 16-14 in week 2. And are going to hope they can get their first road win of the season when they play at Keokuk. One final kneel now, a flag flies, and
we don't want to see a flag.
As if on cue to end the game. Very symbolic of how the first quarter and most of the first half went.
That sucks. You don't want to throw a flag on.
No, they are going to back Washington up, so.
What is this?
Not done yet. 28 seconds to go. Ball will be placed at the 8-yard line, it looks like, of the Demons.
That's almost going to put Washington close to their own end zone if they take another kneel. But it's over. It's the game. That's the clock. They don't even have enough.
Second down. Actually, the ball now moved up across the 10-yard line to the 12. So
what
might have been respotting. Not sure what was occurring there, but we're going to have a kneel down in Washington. We'll win this one. Zeph, your final thoughts as these teams prepare to shake hands.
You know, credit to the Bloodhounds. They're a young team. They're a young team with a whole lot of talent. And let's look at them in 2 years when they have their senior year and their, that experience and the maturity levels have, been heightened, and they reached their peak of their high school football career. Credit to the Washington defense. Cale Williams putting that ball in the air a lot tonight, making some really good plays. They defended the case. They stood their ground. They bounced back from a loss. Great win to close out their home season.
Williams, 3 touchdowns on the ground, a strike to Liam Roberts from 30 yards for a 4th touchdown. Caden Greiner and Aiden Schmitz had the other 2. Washington knocks off Fort Madison. 42-15, improves to 4-4 and 2-2 in district play. The Demons will travel to face Keokuk in their final one. We'll send it to a break. When we come back, we'll have the Community First post-game show. We'll talk to Coach Kelly Williams of the winning Washington Demons. Once again, your final: Washington 42, Fort Madison 15. You're watching Washington Demon football here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.
Your adventure starts here. Capper Auto Group Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Capper Auto Group. See yourself the Capper experience. The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you. At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page. Here at The Morning Breath, we start every morning with style and grace.
Give me a
Engaging you with thoughtful and critically thinking topics to start your day.
Do you know that Pop-Tarts are like horrible for you?
While always maintaining a professional and family-friendly environment.
John, you're no longer a virgin.
Oh, and all the other stuff.
Flowers. Yes, green the bottom. We talk on all over the world. Out of
There's another word for that, Peter. What do we call that? Cold.
It is cold. It's going to get
Weekdays at 7:15, only on the Southeast Iowa Video Network Facebook and YouTube page.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Your adventure starts here. Capper Auto Group Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Capper Auto Group. See yourself the Capper experience. The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly, the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you. At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page.
Welcome back to the Community First post-game show here at Case Field, the home finale for the Washington Demons, and they win 42-15 over Fort Madison. It was a heck of a performance for Washington, overcame a bunch of penalties in the first quarter and a half and ended up in cruise control. Cale Williams, 4 touchdowns. He got 3 more on the ground, taking his tally to 16 on the year. And I believe going to be well over 1,000 rushing yards as well. He also threw a 30-yard strike to Liam Roberts, who himself had a great game, despite a touchdown getting called back early. Had some really nice screen passes and some big pickups. Roberts was great. Caden Griner and Aiden Schmitz, a couple of touchdowns to cap things off for the Demons. Defensively, Clayton Evans, super impressive. Isaac Madrano had a late sack, made up for a turnover he had in the dying embers of this game. Washington able to get a final stop as well, with Fort Madison inside the 10 trying to get a garbage time touchdown. Demons denying that. A big win here at home. Washington now heads to Keokuk for their final game of the regular season, looking to pick up a win at home, get over 500 on the regular season, but they're back at 500 tonight. It was an overall good start to finish performance. Washington responded really, really well. There was a penalty call in the second quarter before Williams' 3rd rushing touchdown, which was a long one. Felt like after that, Demons just continued to readjust their kind of attitude and approach to the game, knowing it was being called really tight, and responded well to it. Bounced back, ended up picking up a huge win over the bottom of the league table. We come back, we'll talk to Cale Williams, who's just over there recapping with his own team. We'll hear from him in just a couple of moments on the Community First post-game show. We'll send it to a quick break. Be back here at Case Field.
Here at the Morning Breath, we start every morning with style and grace. Engaging you with thoughtful and critically thinking topics to start your day.
Do you know that Pop-Tarts are like horrible for you?
While always maintaining a professional and family-friendly environment.
John, you're no longer a virgin.
Oh, and all the other stuff.
Flowers. Yes, read the bottom. We talk on all over the world. Out of
There's another word for that, Peter. What do we call that? Cold.
It is cold. It's going to get
weekdays at 7:15, only on the Southeast Iowa Video Network Facebook and YouTube page.
Our communities were founded on the strength of local farmers. At CBI Bank and Trust, you can aim high, bank strong. With personalized service and trusted relationships, we'll help take your ag business to the next level with the right loan for your needs. CBI Bank and Trust is here for you.
At WCHC, our goal is to take great care of our patients and our staff.
We are able to approach you, take care of your issues, but also give you a path, as far as referrals or treating you right then and there.
Our role in the community is taking care of something that matters to everyone. It's their family and their health.
More than you expect for your health care.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation, Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Your adventure starts here. Capper Auto Group Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram will get you ready in style. Meet with our friendly and experienced team to find a vehicle that gets you on the road and rely on our service shop to keep you there. Capper Auto Group. See yourself the Capper experience. The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
My name is Levi Lyle. I have lived in Kyoto my entire life, but I've been an organic farmer for about a decade. Truly the reason to do business locally is because of the joy and fulfillment that comes in relationships. Coming to Professional Proteins is an opportunity to work with good people.
At Washington Lumber and Home Center, our extensive knowledge, great pricing, and a long list of local installation experts, you are guaranteed to get the service you deserve with the quality you should expect. Washington Lumber and Home Center, your local place for great results.
At Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction, we provide everything from design to complete installation of your kitchen cabinets. For small town service with competitive prices, Southeast Iowa Cabinets and Strabela Construction are here for you. At Wolf Floral, you'll find everything you need to spruce up your summer. Located on the southeast corner of the Washington Square, we've got you covered from small gift items to the finest floral arrangements around. Wolf Floral, unique by choice, not by chance.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Check out Community Profiles every Thursday, where our host, Greta Clemens, talks with people from around Washington about their stories and highlighting upcoming events. Make sure to tune in to Community Profiles every Thursday at 10 on the Southeast Iowa Live Facebook and YouTube page.
Here from the Community First post-game show, once again, your final, Washington 42, Fort Madison 15. The Demons beating the Bloodhounds in comfortable fashion to close out a perfect record at home here on Case Field in the regular season. Really nice win for Washington. Once again, a quick score summary. 3 touchdowns on the ground and 1 through the air for Cale Williams. A touchdown on the ground for Grant Whistler and Caden Griner. Sums up the scoring for the Demons. 2 scores for Fort Madison, but it was not enough. Washington overcame a kind of penalty-ridden first quarter to close out a big win at home and improve to 500 in district play and overall. Once again, your final score, 42-15. Washington defeats Fort Madison. We'll send it away there for the Community First post-game show. I'm Jack Knowlton. We'll be back Tuesday night for Washington volleyball playoff time for the Demons against Benton. we'll have that for you on the Southeast Iowa Video Network. Should be a fun one. Once again, your final, Washington 42, Fort Madison 15. This is Washington Demon football here on the Southeast Iowa Video Network.